So I am currently in my mother's room where I come every single day. It is the last place that she lived in. It's the last place that she rested. It's the last place that she spent time with us. And I love coming in here. It's hard at times. I try really hard to just not focus too much on the things that are in here because there's a lot of things in here that makes me sad. Towards the end, she wasn't able to really walk too good. So we had wheelchairs and we had walkers and then we had a electric power chair for her, and all of those things are in here. But I have, in my opinion, I feel like I've made it where it's a little bit easier to come in here because I'll bring my kids and they get an opportunity to be on grandma's bed, which they loved jumping on. So I'll come in here with my kids and we will just be a family in here. When I'm in here, I feel like my mother is with me. My 1.5-year-old daughter sees her power chair, and my mother used to, in the middle of the night, not be able to sleep. So she would, of course, when you're up for hours, you get hungry. She would go into the kitchen while we're all asleep, and for the life of me, I could not figure out how to turn off the alarm, the beeping, when she would back up. And my 1.5-year-old, when she comes in here with me, she sees the power chair. And that's the first thing that she says is, "Mama," which is grandma. "Mama, beep, beep." And she used to hear my mom all the time beeping because she would always go forward and back up to try and maneuver around the kitchen. So I feel like I've made it a fun space. If I don't think too hard, if I don't look around too much, then I'm able to be in here and focus on the kids. And thank God for my kids, because if it wasn't for them, then I would be I think I would have shut down by now. It's hard to look at the room here and not feel sorrow, not feel heartbroken, because this is my mom's room. This is where I have lots of pictures of her and all of her stuff, her clothes. Again, the wheelchair's here. I've got picture collages. So today we spent a good amount of time here. I turned on her TV and we watched some cartoons. So I feel like I'm kind of hanging out with my mom, and my kids are able to hang out with my mom, through her spirit here shining down.